Good morning, family. How are you doing? How you doing? Well, and hope you can join me pretty soon so we can start with our little chat today. I believe today's chat is going to be really interesting. I would like to talk about long-term success. Of course, there's a lot of things we need to say about it. Hello, Joey. Good morning. How are you doing? So we need to wait until we gather a little more people. And remember, this is just a little chat about long-term success. There are lots of things to say about it. Julie, Tonya, good morning. How are you doing? Elizabeth, Marilyn, happy Sunday. Hello, Lacey. Hello, Julie. Amanda, how are you? Stephanie, good morning. Okay, we're gonna gather a little more people first. Casey, good morning. Clara, how are you? I tried to add your daughter, but I can't find her on my Facebook. I'm not sure if she closed it for a while or something. Please just send me a request and I will add her. 6 weeks. I know, Amanda. Almost there, almost there. Amore, almost there. Amore, you will be here on Monday, right? Everything's, well, tomorrow. Yeah, it's Sunday, right? I'm feeling good, just a little tired. I've been exercising a lot, and you can tell on my face. I haven't been sleeping well. Like my bed or something is not really comfortable, so I'm resting a lot. I'm not really resting, so. And then I start getting calls at 6 a.m., 7 a.m. From different, sometimes from banks, sometimes from patients, sometimes from whatever. So, Anita, good morning. How are you doing? Okay, we're 16 people now. Okay, let's wait a little bit more. 17. Let's wait until we are at least 20, right? Then, good morning, Cynthia. How are you? Brenda, good morning. Jonelle. Good morning. Almost there. We need to wait a little bit more. Just a couple of people more. Hello, Jonelle. How are you doing? Okay. Well, I think we're ready. Marce, good morning. Well, today I want to talk about long-term success. I feel like this is really interesting for all of my patients, not just the post-op. But definitely the post-op could be a little more interested right now, in this moment. I'm glad, you know, like. Hello, Marce. Okay, sounds great. Thank you very much. Rose, good morning. Kenya, the topic you need. Okay. Okay, let's start then about long-term success. Remember, I always tell you that the sleeve gastrectomy is just a tool Remember, it's not magic, it's just a tool. You need to learn how to use it. That's why I do this kind of videos. That's why I follow the group and try to answer to your questions. Because whale surgery is a marathon, not a speed race. So if you don't, if I always use this analogy. If I give you the best, newest, state-of-the-art cell phone with new technology you never knew before and stuff, and I don't give you the manual how to use it, how to charge it, how to download stuff, you're gonna download a video, you're gonna break the screen or something. I mean, you're gonna destroy your instrument at some point if you don't know what kind of care you need for your tool. So that's why we have these videos, this group. This is your manual. You need to learn how to use this tool. So what happens after a couple of years, after losing most of your weight or even get to your ideal body weight? What happens then? Well, it's pretty common to see that some people is less strict with the food choices, and you start to get treats and allow some stuff you know are not good for you. You're just like, well, I'm okay. I know how to eat properly. I exercise. I'm on my ideal body weight, so it's okay. I can have some ice cream. I can have some cookies. It's not a problem. And then you start doing it more frequently. You start allowing stuff you know are bad for you. And you start justifying that with exercise, for example. Well, I'm gonna train 15 minutes more cardio or this or that. You start just trying to adjust your life around food and justifying your treats. But the truth is, your body doesn't care about your kind of, if you try to compensate this or that. If you're eating junk food, you're definitely gonna hurt yourself at some point. Your food changes your inner chemistry. I always tell that. So, also, restriction probably is not gonna feel as well as first. You're not gonna feel like you have lots of restriction, or your sleeve is really tight, or your bypass is really tight, and you're gonna be able to eat more. But again, I always insist, you can eat more, but you don't have to. So, again, it's about discipline. It's about commitment. You can eat more, you don't have to. Treats can be allowed, but probably once a week, something like that, and something small, not like a whole cake, of course. And the other thing is that when we reprogram your set point with this surgery, and you reprogram your set point to a higher point, making your brain believe this is the right amount of energy. So we reprogram that set point. Well, your brain always tries to keep the energy balance. So you have your set point here, your fat and your energy is going to be here. If you lose a lot of weight, your brain takes that as an energy loss and makes you gain weight back, okay? If we do the surgery, we reprogram that set point to a lower point, and your brain detects the excess of energy and it's gonna burn it by increasing your metabolism, stopping the caloric absorption, and lots of stuff. Basically, increasing or improving your metabolism is gonna burn that excess of energy. But what happens when it gets to the ideal body weight or to the new set point? Well, that your body, your metabolism is going to start to decrease. So your metabolism is slower, you don't burn as many calories, but you are supposed to be ready at that point. You are supposed to know. Hello, good morning, Dr. Arias. How's New York? How's the weather there? And well, that's a great question, Carla. Your set point can change after surgery, definitely. Not not with age. I mean, it's not like your set point is changing all the time. You can change your set point with bad habits and bad nutrition, and with surgery, of course, for the good. But the thing with age is, again, your metabolism start to decrease. Your muscle mass start to decrease. You start losing lean muscle. And that makes your metabolism slower because you don't have cells consuming energy. Okay? So definitely with age, your metabolism is going to get slower. That's why you need to learn how to eat. You need to eat when you're hungry and not eat when you're not hungry anymore. So you're not hungry, stop eating. Don't finish the whole plate. You don't have to. Okay? Even if you're going to be hungry 2 hours from now, well, just eat 2 hours from now if you're hungry again. And like Dr. Arias says, definitely you need to exercise. That's going to increase your metabolism again, so it's not going to be as slow. And one more thing that it's going to affect your weight loss on the long term. Well, Marcela, give me a minute. Well, let's answer Marcela. I'm less than my goal weight. Could that be why I have so much more energy? Well, first of all, goal weights should be based on your physical activity, age, gender, and not just what you think or you believe is your ideal body weight. Remember that not everybody's different. There are guys that are 200 pounds and they are not even really overweight because they are all muscular. You know, they are like bodybuilders, 90 kilos, 200 pounds, but it's all muscle. 240 pounds, but it's all muscle. Those are the Olympians are 240 pounds. You know, they are not really overweight, but they are all lean muscle. In your case, Marcela, we need to check other stuff. Of course, we need your blood work again. We need to check your thyroid. Probably it's becoming more active than it's supposed to be. Okay, remember that malnutrition is not that common with this leaf. But also, you know, you are drinking lots of the stimulants. Remember that? We already talked about thein. You drink a lot of tea, or well, that stuff you like so much. So take care of that because that can mess with your metabolism a little bit too. Okay, I'm not trying to make you get mad at me, okay? Because I know you love that stuff you drink. So it's just that it could be a possibility now that you are so skinny. Okay, so and Carla, you're getting well. We are all getting older every single day, but no, I don't think that's gonna affect you really soon. But okay, and yeah, that's true, Tonya. That's true. So, well, Lindsay, welcome. Well, and so, okay, let's resume what we have been talking about the last 14 minutes. Yeah, it's something for veterans, that's right. Well, Lindsay, I'm going to resume because there are some really interesting points here. First, You need to be careful, you need to be disciplined on the long term, because at some point you might gradually be less strict with your food choices and you may start getting treats and trying to justify them with whatever you're doing, exercise and stuff. But treats are not really good, okay? Probably once a week, probably that should be okay. Brandy, we're talking about long-term success after surgery. And the first point is, be careful, you might be gradually less strict with your food choices. You can start getting treats and trying to justify them. Second, your restriction is not gonna feel as good, or as you're not gonna have lots of restriction at some point. You're gonna be able to eat more, but you don't have to. Okay? Third, your metabolism is gonna get slower because, again, we reprogram your set point to a lower point, you detect excessive energy, you burn it, then you find your energy balance and you don't need to burn more energy, not a lot of energy anymore. So your metabolism gets a little slower unless you increase your metabolism with exercise and gaining muscle and stuff like that. So the last point we have been talking about is you don't have the motivation. That's the last point I wanted to talk about. You don't have the same, hello Andrea, you don't have the same motivation you had right after surgery when you're losing lots of weight. Now you're following a healthy diet and you're exercising, but you don't see the weight come off as easily. And remember that based on your genetics, some patients are gonna lose 50, 70, or 100% of your excess of weight with surgery. Okay? Not all of you are gonna lose 100%, but as Marcela, some are gonna lose 110% of the excess of weight. So she's now in the low range of weight. Okay, so but the average expected weight loss is at least 70% of your excessive weight with just the surgery. But remember, we're following a coaching system, we're following a plan. And Lindsay, you look fantastic. So 162, I will totally get that every single day. I mean, after, well, your highest weight was like double, I believe, right? And yeah, Kenya, probably no, don't. You can't really say if it's low. I mean, you're comparing with someone else, okay? So probably that's the right, weight loss for you. So yeah, definitely, you're losing weight. That's what's matter. Okay, focus on that. Focus on your journey, on your weight loss, not other people's weight loss. Okay, and keep doing the things you need to do. Eat mindfully. Think about what you're getting every single time. Get your macros and your micronutrients, of course. Get your supplements. Get your blood work every 2 months. Check your thyroid. Exercise a lot. You have to do it. You have to do it. Okay? So the fourth point was probably you don't have that reward, that motivation, because you don't see a lot of weight coming off after a couple of years, even though you're following a good nutrition and exercising. So you feel frustrated sometimes. Okay? But really, you don't have to. I mean, that's, again, you need to be ready. You need to program your brain before surgery that this is going to be a life-changing surgery, but you need to change for life yourself. Okay? And Casey, you haven't lost any weight since training in the gym because probably you're burning too many calories and your body's not going to let you starve yourself. So again, it's about energy balance. You can either decrease your exercise or increase your caloric intake. But please just trust me on that. I'm not trying to tell you not to exercise, because actually I want to encourage you to exercise. But if you are not able to eat more right now, at least go to the gym probably 2 or 3 times a week, or don't do a lot of exercise, just some walking, some cardio, and that's it. Because if you do more than that, you're not going to be able to keep losing weight. Okay? Jody, on blood work, you should be checking iron levels and vitamin levels based on your hemoglobin, based on the size of your erythrocytes. You need to check for vitamin 12. You need to check for platelets, immune system, lots of stuff. So that definitely it's needed. Francis, macronutrients means carbohydrates, proteins, and fat. Those are basically the macros. Micronutrients are thousands. I mean, all minerals and vitamins and everything, selenium, chromium, all kinds of minerals and all kinds of vitamins. Okay, so there are lots of them. Lacey, how do you reset your eating habits? Weight Watchers, other diet plans. Well, I always, I'm sure of it, in every consult, I always tell my patients, you need to invest in yourself. You need to invest in a nutritionist. Okay? I can give you lots of advice, but I cannot know or evaluate each of you, because we need to evaluate your physical activity, your selective areas, measurements, not just your weight. We need to measure your body fat percentage and know if you're gaining weight because you're gaining muscle, or you're keeping water, or you are or you have fat. So you definitely remember, again, you need to learn how to eat, but everybody's different. You're not gonna learn nutrition in a forum or a Facebook page. You're certainly gonna get a lot of good information, lots of good tips and tricks. But remember that there's people studying nutrition for 4 or 5 years. Okay, so trust me, even if you do study nutrition every single day for 4 years, you're gonna still be, a newbie, just graduated from nutritional school or whatever that you call them. So it's not that easy. That's why I always recommend you to get a nutritionist. Okay. Yeah, and Heather, there's something really interesting here. It's not just that everybody's different and some people are sleep at different weights. It's also that the highest the BMI, normally, the more damage is the set point. I'm not trying to discourage you, because actually you're doing great, Heather. You're doing amazing, and I'm super happy for you. But we need to understand the set point concept again. If your BMI is 30 something, below 40, probably you're gonna get to your ideal body weight in less than 6 months, most of the times. If it's 40 to 50, it's gonna take you probably a year and a half, and that is if you are really disciplined. But sometimes actually you're gonna lose 80-90% of your excessive weight, 80% probably. So you're gonna be there like 20-30 pounds from your goal. That's pretty common. But if your BMI is higher than 50, that becomes a little more difficult, because probably you're gonna lose 70 or 60% of excessive weight. It's not a general rule. I'm just telling you my experience after a couple of thousand surgeries. So that means your metabolism was damaged further than other patients. And we need to remember also that you're gonna keep, if your BMI is higher than 50, sometimes you have a good 10, 15, even 20 pounds of loose skin that needs to be removed. Okay, so I'm close to my weight, to my goal weight, but I still need to lose 30, 40 pounds, and I feel depressed. Yeah, but 20 of those pounds are on your skin right now. After removing it, sometimes for some reason your metabolism kind of changes again and let you lose the other 20 pounds or 30 pounds. So we need to evaluate, we need to customize the treatment. I always insist on that. And Casey, yeah, that's great. I like addiction to the gym. I am too. And we can tell, Lindsay, you are building muscle. Yeah, we can tell. Good morning, Terry. How are you doing? Yeah, I know. I know. Welcome to my live, Lindsay. Lots of messages. Lindsay, why don't you just send it to me and I will post it on the Iron Slivers group? Okay, or on the on their documents or something like that. There's like files. I can upload it there and I can check it also. Okay. Yeah. And the skin surgery, no, I don't do it myself, Amy, but I do have people who does that. I work with an aesthetic and plastic surgeons. Dr. Ares normally takes care of that. We have had some really good results with our patients. And now that you mentioned that, please remember, if you're looking for a BBL or mommy makeover and stuff like that, and you see lots of great results with this doctor or that doctor or whatever, just make sure that patient was kind of your same shape or size or BMI. Be sure that if she's really a well surgery patient, because I mean, for if you try to compare to them, you need to be compatible. You know what I mean? You need to compare under the same basis. If her body shape is the same as yours, and if her weight loss was as good as yours and stuff like that. I'm telling you this because I get a lot of messages and pictures from patients that want to look like this lady or that lady, and I'm like, well, she's really different body shape, so you can't get that result. Okay, so just let's be realistic. And also remember, if your BMI was really high, this becomes more reconstructive surgery than just plastics. It is plastic surgery, but it's more kind of a reconstructive surgery to make you improve a lot. But don't expect to look like these models that have been training for years and following diets for years. Okay, you will get there probably. Just remember, you need to work for it. Okay. And yes, Janelle, I do love them. Thank you very much. And I knew that Terry was behind it. I knew it. Amanda, not right after surgery because lemon is acid, okay? And alcohol, well, again, carbs are normally the problem for most of our patients. So please stay away from carbs. And I'm trying to to keep up with the questions, but okay. Kate del Castillo. That's great, Billy. Great comment. Okay. Well, one more thing, because I can keep up with this the whole day, and you know it. Actually, we have been doing this for 30 minutes, so okay. Please just share this information with other people, other patients, other groups, if you like. Um, I'm this is this let's talk about this for 5 more minutes, but please remember, I enumerate 4 things that are important after surgery. Okay, just watch the video again if you need to. Remember, it's going to be posted in the group. So one more thing, at some point you're going to get tired of counting calories, but the thing is, you don't have to do it all the time. Okay, so just get your general nutritional chart, kind of a basic diet you know after surgery. Study that diet pretty well. Check if you are getting your macro and micronutrients in that diet, the amount of calories you need after surgery for your size, your age, etc. And if that works, make it like your emergency plan, like the things you need to remember. That's your base. So if you're misbehaving and start getting out of control at some point, you can always go back to that base, to the basics. And you don't need to really count the calories, because you already did it once. This diet, if you do this every single day, you're gonna get this amount of protein, this amount of carbs, this amount of fat. You're getting approximately this amount of calories. You already know that menu. So, hello, Jenny. So, thank you, Lacey. Thank you very much. So, that's the thing. Don't have to count calories every single time you're putting something into your mouth. Okay? Just learn the portions. Learn one basic diet. That's all you need when you are starting to get out of control. Okay? And at least once a week, don't do it every day, but at least once a week, try to remember or study what you did through the week. Like, well, I did this or that, I shouldn't, and I'm not going to do it again. I already get a lot of treats this week, so this next week I'm not going to get any. I'm going to exercise more. Just try to behave a little bit. Go back on track, okay? I just got this young lady last week in a consult asking me for a sleeve to bypass revision surgery. She had her sleeve 2 years ago, and as you can imagine, she had no follow-up whatsoever. Of course, she wasn't my patient. She wants to be my patient now. She got to her ideal body weight and she gained back like 50 pounds in just 2 years. So one of the reasons why I do the pre-op consult is to learn a little bit more about the patient, medical conditions and stuff like that. So I told her, it's been just 2 years, you are really young, and you are gaining weight back. It's just, I think I can say just 50 pounds. So we need to check first your nutrition and your exercise. Of course, she was doing none. None of them. No nutrition, no exercise at all. So I told her, okay, I can be your doctor, I can do your surgery, but only if you show me some resolve. So we need to do a small follow-up for a couple of months. It could be 2, 3, 4 months. It depends. You need to go back on track, and you have to exercise. And I explained what kind of exercise for how long and stuff like that. I told her she might need a personal trainer and a nutritionist or something. Remember that you need to invest in your health. Instead of paying thousands of dollars on medication and hospitals, you can pay $100 or a couple hundreds a month for a trainer or nutritionist. Or if your insurance covers for the nutritionist, even better. Some insurances covers for vitamins and supplements and even the nutritionist. So check on that, okay? But you definitely need a good follow-up and learn how to eat on the long term. Okay, this is going to be my final comment of the day, because I do believe life is like this. You can go to the best university, the most expensive one. You can kind of study just to pass the exam, or you can actually learn what you have been taught there. So you pass the exam, you have your degree. And you can be sure of something at some point, at that point. The only thing you can be sure is that you have a degree. But if you study so you can apply that knowledge, then you're going to be successful. Then that paper doesn't really matter. What really matters is what you're doing with that knowledge. Some people with no degree are learning from the internet or wherever they can, and they are entrepreneurs making millions of dollars now. So you don't really need the degree, right? So again, having the surgery is kind of your degree. You have the tool, you're losing weight. But if you don't use that knowledge, the knowledge you're gathering every single day in this or other groups, if you don't apply that every single day, you can't expect to be successful on the long term. Okay? So I'm trying to teach you here. And as always, I'm not trying to be your life coach and that's it. I mean, I do, but it's not just that. I do want to coach you a little bit. But what I really want you is to become a life coach. So you can teach your children, grandchildren, friends and family. So I know lots of you are great Jedi Masters now. You have lots of Padawans. I've seen it. Lots of you are now like really good life coaches. And I'm proud of that because I have seen lots of you teaching other people what they need to do, and that means a lot to me because that means you're learning. That means you are you really are you are changing inside. You're really changing. So I'm really proud of that. So brownie points. Okay. You nerd. Okay, my little Padawans. See you next Sunday. Oh, Andrea, yeah, that's right. Kevin did great, and it's all thanks to you. Thank you very much. Please remember to spread the word, and I know, Billy, you married one, right? Thank you, Anita. You too, actually. You look great. Right, Terry? Right, someone say brownie. I know. So, okay, family, please spread the word. Become life coaches. I want to share this light so we can make a huge flame someday. Okay, I'm trying my best. You can do your best too. And well, Jenny, there is such thing as losing too much too fast. Yes, there is something like that. I've had patients losing as much as 40 pounds in 1 week. Yeah, I was scared too, but this patient is doing great. And I was like, well, are you feeling okay? I'm feeling great. Okay, well, just keep losing weight. Doesn't matter. But if you feel anything, just let me know and go to ER, okay? But no, actually, he was doing great and he lost lots of weight and he's fine. And well, family, it was my pleasure to talk to you again. We still have lots of things to say about long-term success. So I'm not sure if next week I'm gonna do the second part of this, or we're gonna talk about any other topics. But please spread the word. Teach your family how to eat properly, and your friends. Don't be too cocky about it, okay? I don't want you just to be patronizing everyone. Just give advice. Some people are gonna be grateful for that advice. Some people won't care at all. So we need to face that every day. But you can at least do your best, and that's all you can do, right? Just do your best. You can't do more than your best, but always do your best in everything you do. Well, have a great week. See you next Sunday. And please recommend my services. We don't have a lot of patients for August, so we need to fill that book. I need to book more patients. So thank you for your support. And see you next week, family. Have a great day. Bye-bye.